Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
For various reasons, you can find yourself on an icy or snowy highway on a summer tire. We will not deal with the circumstances that led to this situation. Let it be on the conscience of each car owner. It is necessary to rewire the car. There can be no objections. Today we will be interested in the secrets that will allow you to safely overcome the winter road on summer wheels. What you need to know. Every motorist needs to be aware of the peculiarities of winter driving in order to understand all the responsibility and danger that will be waiting for him. It is worth starting with the differences between the different types of rubber and the peculiarities of their behavior in different road conditions. Summer and winter wheels use different rubber, which is radically different in its chemical composition and physical properties. This is why summer wheels are stiffer and winter wheels are softer. When summer rubber is exposed to low temperatures, starting from +5 degrees, it becomes oaky and completely loses the ability to cling to any, even rough, surface, not to mention ice or snow. Winter rubber, even at high minus, remains elastic because it clings perfectly to the road surface, no matter how slippery it was. The tread pattern is created by a team of specialists for a reason, and it is not valued for its beauty and uniqueness. On summer tires, the tread pattern is narrower, which ensures efficient water drainage. This width will not be enough for the removal of snow mush, so the width and depth of the tread is greater on winter rubber. Don't be tempted to change only 2 wheels. In the pursuit of economy, you will be putting yourself at serious risk. Because of the large difference in grip coefficients between the 2 types of rubber, summer wheels will be prone to skidding. For this reason, you should use a set of the same rubber to rewire your car. Saving on safety makes no sense, so you need to replace the tires on the car in time by any means. Well, if you cannot do it in time, then you need to know how to drive on summer tires in the ice to, for example, to get to the tire center. How to drive on ice with summer tires with relative safety. You need to adhere to the mandatory rules. Low speed is the most important and paramount condition. Its violation will create a great danger. Between the cars must remain a large distance to leave room for braking distance and maneuver. Sharp movements should not be made. Smoothness and caution in our case should be doubled, at least. This rule applies to all actions of the driver. The engine speed is kept at an average level. In the case of an automatic transmission, the manual mode is set exclusively, since the automatics will keep the revs at a minimum level to keep the exhaust gases clean and economical fuel consumption. Read also, what consequences can be after pouring diesel oil into a gasoline engine. What can help if you really need to drive on summer tires in icy conditions? You can reduce the risk and danger by using additional elements such as wheel chains. Such devices are usually used by truckers to overcome steep climbs. A car with chains on the wheels will rattle and clank, but the traction will be excellent. You can forget about comfort, but safety is more important. You can buy such an element in almost any car store. Getting out of a skid. About the exit from the skid has been written and said a lot. It is taught in many automotive schools, and yet, not everyone knows how to behave in such situations. On cars with front-wheel drive, during the skid will create a feeling of floating rear end. In such a situation, it is strictly forbidden to throw the accelerator pedal and squeeze the brake. Such actions will lead to bad consequences. The correct actions when skidding on ice are as follows. Continue to press the accelerator pedal, allowing the car at the expense of the front part to pull the rear part out of the skid. The steering wheel must be turned in the direction of the skid. The maneuver can be continued when the vehicle stops. This is the only way to safely pull the car out of a skid on summer tires and ice. If this practice is not mastered, there is nothing to think about going out into the city on a car with off-season tires. Engine braking. One of the ways to increase the grip of summer tires is the method of engine braking. This method is based on a physical phenomenon that is taught in school. Resting friction is higher than sliding friction. It follows that wheels that are rolling will cling to the road better compared to those locked by the braking system. On ice and snow, it is necessary to use the motor and gears for braking, but not the brake. Shifting gears will create friction within the mechanism, which will provide additional settling of the car. The impact of forces that cause slippage will be reduced. Read also, for what it is necessary to make the adjustment of valves in the engine if you drive in second gear at a speed of about 40 kilometers per hour in icy conditions. The car will effectively slow down when the accelerator pedal is released. It is not advisable to apply the brakes in such conditions. This driving technique will allow effective braking and reduce the likelihood of skidding. On ice with summer tires, drive under traction. At the same time, the engine runs at more than 3,000 revolutions. If these rules are followed, you can drive in the ice on summer tires not only to the store for new tires or to the tire store. The ability to brake the engine does not give the right to ignore the need to rewire the car in accordance with the season and weather conditions. This technique can be used only in extreme cases. Calling a tow truck inexperienced drivers or motorists with little experience should not risk driving on icy/snowy roads with summer tires. The probability of an accident will be too high. Such a risk will not be justified. If the issue with rewiring is so protracted that the situation has become critical, the best solution is to call a tow truck. Let experienced drivers are not surprised by such a solution to the problem, which for them may seem ridiculous and even ridiculous. Calling a tow truck will not be a cheap service, but your health and life will be out of danger. Owning an automobile is, first of all, a great responsibility. The car requires attention. You will have to spend time and money on it. It is necessary to be a conscious car owner, to service the car in time and keep it in normal condition. One of the conditions of such ownership is timely replacement of tires in accordance with the season and weather conditions. We strongly advise against driving in winter conditions on summer tires, and the above advice can be used only in extreme cases. In conclusion, while it is technically possible to drive on summer tires in winter conditions, it is not advisable. The lack of traction and control can lead to dangerous situations, especially on icy or snowy roads. Summer tires are designed for optimal performance in warm weather, and using them in cold temperatures can significantly increase the risk of accidents. For your safety and the safety of others, it is best to invest in a set of winter tires that are specifically designed to handle the challenges of winter driving. Remember, when it comes to road safety, preparation is key.